Welcome back to Axis and Allies, the anniversary edition, episode 33 of 300? We'll see how we go. Alright, it's Japan's turn. They've got 42 IPCs to spend. That's a lot. They got a lot of ground that they need to cover, and they also have Russia now on the doorstep steaming in through China. So let's see what they're going to do with their 42 IPCs. Alright, Japan is going to build 1 destroyer, 1 factory, 2 armored units, and 3 infantry, and that is a total of 42. Up next, tomorrow, will be the UK again, D-Day Part 4. So that's what Japan is going to be manufacturing this time. Now it is time for them to do attacks. So let's see if they're going to do any. Alright, well the first little slippery move they're going to do is they are going to take this transport and their artillery unit and move over to Sea Zone 48 and claim New Guinea. There we go. That is going to be claimed for the Japanese and knocked off of the UK. So Japan's going to go up 1 and the United Kingdom is going to go down 1. So Japan back to 42, UK from 31 down to 30. Alright, let's see if there's any other attacks Japan is going to perform this time. Alright, their next sneaky move is to take 1 transport and a couple infantry and go over to Africa into Sea Zone 32, Sea Zone 33. Yes, they're probably going to be sunk, but they don't care because they go in here and they take Rhodesia with no opposition. That's going to be another one up for Japan. If I can find another token of theirs. In this giant pile, of course I can't. Come on, there we go. So that's going to be another one up for Japan. They're into Africa now. They're everywhere. One more up for Japan, 42 to 43 IPCs. The UK from 30 down to 29. Any more attacks for Japan? Oh, let's find out. Alright, I think that's all Japan's going to do for attacking. They don't want to lose a lot of troops. They scooped a couple of easy territories, so that's good for them. And now we will do non-combat moves for Japan. So they've got some thinking to do because there's quite a bit of stuff they need to do. I'm just not sure what they're going to do with all their non-combat, so let's figure that out. Alright, so they don't actually lose this transport. They're going to move the aircraft carrier 1, 2 in here to protect the transport because they can do some more damage with their transport. And yeah, so that's 1 non-combat move. They got a bunch more. Okay, they're going to move the 1 armored unit 1, 2 to here. 1, 2, and they're going to move the plane into India. Okay. More non-combat. They're going to take the battleship and the cruiser. And what are they going to do with the battleship and cruiser? They're going to go 1, 2 in here. Now we got a destroyer here. And a transport. The transport and destroyer are going to go 1, 2 here. Okay. And some more movement now for Japan. They're in a little bit of trouble. They're going to leave their aircraft carrier here. They got 3 transports here. 2 of them, well, let's see. 1 of them is going to pick up the 2 infantry and go 1, 2 down to here and drop 2 infantry in French Indochina, Thailand. You can just see it there. They have 2 more transports. And I think they will move 1 more down there with nothing on it. No, they're going to take 2 infantry from there and move them to Thailand. Alright, and we have 1 more transport there, but we're going to leave that transport. Actually, the transport there, can we see that? Yeah, it's going to go over here to Iwo Jima, grab the 1 infantry, drop it back on Manchuria. There we go. These guys, we're going to move 2 infantry, actually 3 infantry here, and the 1 artillery will go there. And I believe, let's see, can they, oh man, I don't know. I think that's what they're going to do for all their non-combats. That is all their non-combats. I like it. That's all good. All right. Now it is time for them to place down their new produced units. All right, they're going to take their newly produced factory and put it here in Manchuria. So there we go. They have a factory there now. And then let's see what else we're going to do. All right, we're going to put the destroyer here in Tokyo Harbor with the aircraft carrier. And now they have 2 armored units and 3 infantry. So let's see, the 2 armored, well, first of all, the 3 infantry are just going to go right on to Japan. There we go. 3 infantry on Japan, and we have 2 armored units left. And the 2 armored units will go here to Burma, where they have a factory that has been there for an entire turn. All right. That's going to be the end of Japan's turn. They will be collecting a whopping 43 IPCs. And when we come back tomorrow, it's going to be the UK probably doing D-Day Part 4. All right, let's zoom the camera out, take a look at the world here, and wrap it up for today. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. That was Japan taking their turn. They are spread all over the place, which is probably not the greatest for them. However, they have the most IPCs right now, but as you can see, Russia's got quite a bit of stuff going on here, and that could end badly for Japan in the long run. Well, we'll see, because we're going to keep playing for a while. And tomorrow, the UK. The UK's got 5 transports, 2 cruisers, a battleship. Oh, and there's one thing I should mention about the rules that I've been messing up a little bit. That has to do with offshore bombardment. If you do an offshore bombardment, you can only use 1 of your bombarding ships per transport that's offloading. I don't know why that's a rule. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sure, I mean, I don't know. How many battleships can you sit offshore and bombard if you only had 1 transport going in? I'd say 50 of them. If you had 50 battleships, they could all fire offshore, couldn't they? And then 1 transport goes in. I don't know. This is a rule in the game that I've kind of ignored. Italy took advantage of my messing that rule up early in the game by using 3 offshore bombardments with 1 transport. Apparently you can't do that. I don't know. I almost want a house rule saying if you have cruisers and battleships that cost that much, you can use them all for offshore no matter how many transports. That's just me, but rules-wise, just be aware of that. All right, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Axis and Allies, the Anniversary Edition. That was Japan's turn. Up tomorrow, United Kingdom.